The Titanic is remembered as one of the greatest disasters in history. A ship called unsinkable, swallowed by the freezing Atlantic Ocean. More than 1,500 people died that night. But for over a century, rumors have refused to disappear. Because some believe the sinking of the Titanic was more than an accident. They believe there was a dark secret hidden aboard the ship. A secret powerful people desperately tried to bury forever. In 1912, the Titanic was the largest ship ever built. A floating symbol of wealth, power, and human ambition. Newspapers called it a miracle of engineering. People believed nothing could destroy it. But beneath the luxury, something strange surrounded the Titanic from the very beginning. Workers at the shipyard reported mysterious accidents during construction. Several people died before the ship was even completed. Some workers later claimed they heard strange knocking sounds coming from deep inside the hull at night. Others believed the ship itself was cursed. But those stories were ignored, because the Titanic had to sail, no matter the cost. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic finally departed. Thousands gathered to watch the massive ship leave port. Wealthy businessmen, immigrants, families, dreamers. None of them knew they were sailing toward disaster. Yet strangely, several powerful and wealthy individuals canceled their tickets only days before departure. Some canceled without explanation. Others suddenly claimed they were ill. At the time, nobody questioned it. But after the sinking, conspiracy theories exploded. Why did certain influential people avoid boarding the Titanic at the last moment? Did they know something? 4 days into the voyage, passengers reported strange events aboard the ship. Some claimed lights flickered during the night. Others heard loud metallic sounds beneath the lower decks. A few passengers later said crew members seemed nervous, as if something was wrong. Then came the night of April 14th. The ocean was calm, silent, freezing cold. Just before midnight, lookouts spotted an iceberg directly ahead. The crew reacted immediately. But it was already too late. The Titanic struck the iceberg with terrifying force. Within hours, the unsinkable ship began disappearing beneath the ocean. Panic consumed the decks. Lifeboats were launched half-empty. Families were separated in darkness. Musicians continued playing as the ship slowly died. Then, at 2:20 a.m., the Titanic vanished beneath the Atlantic Ocean forever. Officially, the disaster was blamed on human error, excessive speed, and icy waters. But many researchers believe the truth may be far darker. One theory claims the Titanic was never meant to survive the voyage at all. According to this theory, powerful financial figures wanted certain wealthy passengers removed. Several influential businessmen aboard the Titanic had reportedly opposed the creation of a new central banking system in America. And strangely, all of them died on the ship. Meanwhile, some of the richest men connected to the Titanic never boarded. Coincidence? Or something planned in secret? But the mysteries do not end there. Years later, when explorers finally discovered the wreck of the Titanic deep beneath the ocean, strange reports began to emerge. Some divers claimed they felt overwhelming fear near the wreck site. Others reported hearing unexplained sounds underwater. Metallic banging. Distant echoes. Whispers through radio equipment. One diver later claimed he saw what looked like shadowy figures moving inside the wreck. Another refused to ever return after experiencing what he described as something watching from the darkness. Even today, many believe the Titanic wreck carries a terrifying energy. A frozen graveyard resting in silence beneath the Atlantic Ocean. Over time, countless theories emerged. Some believe the Titanic was secretly switched with another damaged ship as part of an insurance scam. Others believe warnings about icebergs were ignored intentionally. And some think the disaster uncovered something humanity was never supposed to find beneath the sea. But despite decades of investigation, many documents connected to the Titanic remain debated, missing, or heavily disputed, which only deepens the mystery further. More than a century later, the Titanic still fascinates the world, not only because of the tragedy, but because of the unanswered questions that refuse to disappear. Was it truly an accident? Or was there a hidden truth buried beneath the freezing waters that night? Perhaps we will never know. But somewhere, nearly 13,000 feet beneath the Atlantic Ocean, the Titanic still rests in darkness, silent, waiting, holding secrets the world may never uncover. Some mysteries sink, but never disappear. Fire.